Everybody, in this video I will be talking about generics in Java. Generics is a feature in Java which will allow to define classes, interfaces and methods with type parameters. We can provide parameter to the classes, interface and methods using the generics. This enables to write type-safe, reusable and generic code that works with different data types without losing type information. Generics introduce type parameters to Java code. For example, here in the line number 8, we can see the name is the object of type list, and we have specified string within this angle bracket as the type of this list. That means this name, which is the list, it will contain data type strings only. Okay, here string is type of parameter for the generic class list. Usually T is used to mention the parameter type for the list, and that parameter is written within the angle bracket. T is a placeholder that gets replaced with real type like integer, string, double. We can create generics of objects only. We cannot use primitive data type to create generics. Now let's see how to create a generic class. Let's suppose we are having a gen class, then we have to specify the data type T. Okay, let's create variable v1 of type T. Let's declare constructor. It will take one single argument. Let's assign v2 v1. Now let's write a method to know the type of this v1. Okay, void show type. Okay, then system.out.println type is equal to plosh v1.get class dot get name. Okay, these are the inbuilt methods within Java. Now let's create this object of this generic class gn. Let's pass integer as the type. Okay, we can pass only the object classes. We cannot use primitive data types here. Okay, let's gb the generic class new gen, then integer. Then we have to supply the argument to the constructor. Let's suppose it's 334. Now let's check the type of this p1. Okay, show type. Save this. Now everything seems fine. Now let's execute this. Java C generic demo.java. Okay, compiled generic demo. Now we can see the type is integer. Okay, so in this way we can create a generic class, and we will be specifying type of the class within this angle bracket. Okay, this angle bracket. Okay, now let's create another object gen string. It will work with any data type. Okay, just we have to get the object reference. Yes, let's suppose yes with another variable of type gen. Then string we have to mention. Then let's suppose hello with the string. Now let's see the type of this variable. Now let's compile this. Now you can see this is a string. You can see initially the 334, that is integer, and this hello is a string. So in this way we can create single class and specify parameter for that class, and this single class will work for different kind of the data types. Here we can see it is working for a string, it is working for integer. Okay, we can bound the type of this parameter also. Suppose we want to work on numbers, like we want to get the sum of list of numbers. Numbers can be integer, numbers can be double, numbers can be float, but it cannot work with the strings. Okay, just it should be able to work with different kind of numbers. So what we can do is we can extend numbers here. Okay, I will be creating another class here, class gen extends. Okay, then T, that will extend number. Okay, that is the inbuilt class of Java, number. Okay, now here T is of type number. Our real number like float, double, they are subclasses of number. Integer also a subclass of number. So we can specify integer also, double also, float also here for the type of this class gen extends. Okay, now let's declare a list. Okay, T Okay, vals. Okay, now let's write a constructor. Gn extends, then t, then v. Now let's assign v to vals. V, perfect. Now let's get the sum of this. Void sum. Okay. Okay, double. Okay, let's write get sum. Now let's declare sum 0. Okay, for I int I is equal to 0, I less than vs dot length leng ts length, then I plus plus. Let's have sum plus is equal to vals sum equal to sum. Okay, I can write short notation. I dot double value. Okay, I'm casting whatever value stored within the vals to the double value. This is the inbuilt function of number class. Okay, now we are getting the sum. Now let's display this. System.out.println sum. Okay, plus sum. Okay, we are bounding the type of the parameter. Okay, this is called bounded generics. Okay, as t is bounded to type number. Okay, now it can take integer, it can take double and float. Okay, now let's create the object of this. Now first we have to create the list. Integer, we can create only the objects. List is equal to 1 2 3 4 5. Okay, perfect. Now let's create the object of gen extends ge integer, then okay, g1 is equal to new gen extends. Okay, ext and extends, then we have to specify integer, then we have to pass the list because the argument because the constructor will take the argument. Okay, now let's get the sum. G1 dot get sum. Okay, perfect. And what we are doing is we are creating a gen extends class in which the parameter is extending number. Okay, that means it will be working with integer, it will be working with float, it will be working with double, because all these classes integer, float, double inherits number. That is the inbuilt class within the Java. So this method will be working with different kind of numbers. Okay, now let's run this. Okay, compile. Perfect. Now we can see 15 is the sum. Now we can use this for double also. Gen extends double. Okay, z2 be new gen extends, then we have to specify double, then we have to pass the d list. Now we have to create the d list. Double d list is equal to 2.2 comma 3.3 comma 4. Okay, 4.5. let's suppose these are the numbers within the d list. Now let's get the sum. G2 dot get sum. Perfect. Let's clear this, recompile. Okay, double. Okay, I forgot to mention this bracket list notation, I forgot to mention. Okay, done. Okay, now you can see this is the sum of integer 15, this is the sum of double real numbers. Okay, so in this way we can create the generics which are parameterized class, but we can have interfaces with parameter, we can have method with the generic parameters also. Okay, that's all for now. Thank you very much for watching. Thank you very much.